That should have been audible. At least it's showcased it to be audible. Yep, there we go. Thank you so much for notifying me, because I would most likely not have noticed at all. And the reason being, I can see audio waves going at a constant and successful rate. Yeah, it would have been awkward. Like you would have been missing my comments and the music of the game. That was pretty much it. But yeah, so what was going on? Well, that I made sure that I can use OBS to record a certain project that I want to do, but to do so, I had to change the audio settings from basic to advanced. And while setting the audio from basic to advanced, it only wanted to use audio from record 3. I don't know why, but that was the default. But my track 3 would have only been a bit noises, follows, things like that. So, yeah, it would have been a very, very quiet stream because there is usually not many of those to go on by. Track through, can't talk. If it would have been track 2, it would have been just me. Track 1 is the PC speaker itself. So that's what went wrong. So this will be a very interesting VOD, since it's going to have a beginning part of about a 10-minute mark without any sound. But yeah, let's jump back to the game itself. I just have to like how awkward and horrible it will be to look at those first 10 minutes when I just suddenly pause without saying absolutely anything. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, terribly sorry about that. You guys missed a couple of lines. Stream Deck was lagging. Like, it never happens so that when there's technical difficulties, it's just one technical difficulty. It will always be multiple. But yeah, because I can normally switch around screens easily, like this. It will usually go very fluently. But what happened a second ago was this. Yeah, I somehow caused it to be stuck on Be Right Back. I couldn't even replicate the bug, but it went back without ever appearing to go forward. On my end, on the Stream Deck itself, I saw it to be on the game. I was taking a sip, so I didn't see the other screens. Before only later on I noticed, oh shit, it didn't actually switch the screen. Yeah, terribly sorry about all of this. It's I did tell about this while the sound wasn't working, but this has been a very odd day to begin with, and it will clearly continue being strange. A thing which I also mentioned during the quiet age. Oh well, should I just change the name of this stream, the Silent Age? I just completed that game a couple of days ago. It was quite enjoyable, but it was so predictable as well. Anyway, the thing which I said was that I hate the fact that they just leave everyone, even detained people, people under suspicion, with their equipment. That loudspeaker is technically a sonic weapon. My ears were hurting from the first moment it started ringing, like at the beginning of the stream. I will have such a bad tinnitus after this stream, I just know it. I wouldn't yell at Meekings for the video to be questionable. I said the video is a very good evidence. It just happens that, well, the camera moves around at the worst opportunities, plus the Blue Badger being in the way of things. But you can't really play Meekings on either one of those things, so... Also, his eyes must be extremely dry. I can just feel the dryness. Well, it is very important. It, in essence, could have been anyone. There are ways to fool a fingerprint lock. Multiple ways. I have done it myself. In more occasions than not in just an accidental way. More than just actually trying to get through it. But still, I have done it multiple times. And the card lock, that's an even easier thing to circumvent or just steal someone's card. Well, there's always a problem on everything. Of course there is. Even though I didn't look at the right places of the video, I think I remember what it could be. So because the video will be replayed, I know where to look if it's actually the thing which I think it was. Well, we'll see it in a second. Yep, it's exactly what I remembered it would be. So we'll have to go quite far in order to see it. Also, Meekings isn't approaching the suspect at, well, any reasonable manner. It legitimately looks like he was trying to ambush them. We'll still have to wait a few moments to get to it. Like, I don't understand, like, how did they walk behind the camera? But there, do you guys see it? It's something that's there now that wasn't there at the beginning. And yeah, there's double cursor time again. Did I get it wrong? Huh. No, don't tell me that I pointed at the wrong spot on it. But that has to be it. Because that proves that whoever it was opened another locker. Did I have to press it before it was there? Or... Try to remember, how the heck was it done? Oh. I know that the lights had a meaning. That was explained, but the video is black and white. So, don't tell me it was the lights. Don't tell me that I had to point out the light instead of the coat hanging from, like, the tether hanging down. And yeah, they knew that you are going to get it wrong, so you are not penalized for getting it wrong. So let's fast forward. But the light isn't on, so it's not the light. But from the tether, you can clearly see that the code was put in there during everything. So shouldn't it be that? I remember that it should be that. Or is it the fact that because it's not lit, that it had to be opened and closed? Let's try it. No. Okay, this might take a while, but it's clear that I know what it is, but where do I have to point at it? That's something I... Or do I have to do it when it's... No, wait. Oh yeah, of course. We don't want to do that thing now. That's a different thing. We want to do this now because it's the light. This locker is already open. We do the other one later. That was the thing. Oh, I'm stupid. I wonder, should I actually have made a timer? How many times we have to see the camera panning just throughout this this part of the trial? As we are watching this video so many times. As I already spoiled accidentally that there is another thing which we have to showcase in it. Oh damn it, my phone is ringing again. This will take a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. Like, I knew from the first mistake that this is going to be a terrible, terrible stream. But it cannot be helped. The thing why I have to keep my phone on during the streams did happen. Glad that it was something that could be circumvented easily and solved this time. It might not always be so. So let's count our blessings and continue with the game. And we already have seen what was it. I wonder, did any of you notice what it was? So we are going for a completely different thing on the video once again. A third thing on the video. They put effort making this video, so it makes sense that they want to use it a lot. Let's fast forward. I wonder how good it is to sense, because it's clearly the glove. But would the area of detection be like a certain minute time and all of this area, or what? Hello then. What's wrong? Don't tell me that the voice stopped working again. Because I just can't. I really should have made a counter for how many times we have to see the video. I didn't even remember it being so, but it is clear that we have to go by it so many times. There's so many things happening in this small span. I can't talk. This small time span that we just need to look over and over and over again to make sure. It's horror. The video is way more eerie without the Blue Badger music going on. Well, I know from experience that surprisingly thick things can go between surfaces like that, and almost anything can act as an insulator in those occasions. Like every type of glove could work as an insulator in those occasions. Like I've seen someone shutting a similar kind of locker with like two, not just two, but two pairs of woven muffs, hand muffs. What's the official term in English? Like they are not gloves, but they are like these two finger solution In Finnish, we have multiple words for them to determine like which kinds of those they are. But anyway, they were thick, and there were 4 of them in total. And somehow the kid managed to slam the locker, so it locked down, but you couldn't open it because it never registered as being locked. So the door had to be busted open. And you can believe how the kids' parents complained that it's not their fault that that happened. So everyone else attending the school had to chip in to pay for that accident. One way or another. Those things happened constantly, by the way, and it's super annoying. Everyone can see it on the video. Glove, rubber. It's funny how usually the cases go on, oh, you given a probability that it could not be the suspect we have arrested and accused, but it could be someone else. But that's not probable, so you have to prove us. Now we are going on the direction that this impossible case would be the expected truth. That the same person was killed in 2 places at once, instead of that being actually someone else. Yeah, the case started normal, relatively normal, and it just escalates so much in the end. And we are at the mess we are right now. But anyone could steal the card. Also, how I just noticed this. How did they my Meekings enter the room at exactly the same time as the quote-unquote victim? It should, like, even if you would have noticed them being there as soon as you could from the camera, it would take at least a minute that you get there and get the door open. At least you would think so. that's not the reason. You are a policeman. If someone would steal it right in front of you, that would mean they are instantly in a very big trouble. Not so much Meekings, but whoever did the crime, because that will just be taken as an assault of a police officer, even if they just knock it out. So yeah, it's not that bad of an idea. At least they won't pickpocket you out of you so easily because you see it hanging near you. But what is the issue is that everyone can see the number, and if the number is supposed to be so secret, yeah, that's an issue. The amount of cluelessness in the audience. And especially in this case, you would think that the audience would have been cleared and barred from entry when it handles confidential information in it. Confidential police information. So yeah, that kid is going to have a fun time at school tomorrow. Just stating the secret police numbers to anyone who asks. And no, if a kid would take notice of a number, it's not the fact that they wouldn't remember. If they actually have interest, they will remember. That's the thing. There have been studies that kids can have a super good memory on very random things if it's intensified enough. Memory have been going down a lot with people, and that's mainly due to the convenience of smartphones. I have to agree to this. I'm living proof of it. I cannot remember any phone numbers because I can just put them down on the smartphone and that's it. Same as with dates. You just chalk it down on the calendar. But yeah, before smartphones, it was norm that there was an advertise on the side of a road. Kid would see the number and they would remember it and phone from their home phone and charge up a huge bill to their parents. $20 was a lot of money. Yeah, nowadays you just expect kid to take a phone for 5 minutes and spend 300 euros for a Smurf game. Well, it should be obvious that if you ask someone ID and instead of showing it, they draw a knife on you, that they cannot present the actual ID on that point for one reason or another. So, yeah. Where was the one? Yeah, this one. No, wrong button. I didn't want to press that. Skip, 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 skip. Yeah, pressing wrong buttons again. The basic disaster. I wanted to press send. And yeah, found at the office crime scene. It was lost. Yeah, Edgeworth's plan in this is pretty obvious now, isn't it? Because if this is not Unreal Murder, it's not a mysterious murdering the same person in two places. Only, well, the person got murdered at a single place and the other one was something else. And we go to the usual case of if you're giving a chance to object, well then of course you...
Objection!
How many times do we have to see the video? Especially in silence. But make sure that that Texas Ranger don't have a big iron stick. A surprising amount of recesses in this trial is also surprising. Like, it taking the full 3 days and having multiple recesses. Yeah, this was way longer of a case than I ever remembered. Alright. So we went from Lego City to Lego City Advent Calendar in a span of 0.1 seconds. Joe. I haven't heard that name in a while. And it's another continuation point. Well, this has been a disaster of a stream, so thank you. Well, yeah, I can't do this joke every time, of course we are continuing. And I have to keep that as a courtesy because of that one achievement, so we'll just save on this one like we have been doing for a while now. I still can't get over the fact that, like, yeah, cutting your beard with your knife, that's not the thing. Like, that's not so bad. But the type of knife being used, and especially the movement, that's very bad. Because that type of knife is meant to use for hunting. It looks like a flaying knife. And cutting beard with a flaying knife? No. That can't be. That really can't be done. Like, you can flay your own skin and then you don't have to cut your beard ever again. But you're most likely going to bleed to death. So pick your poisons there. I did mention it in the previous stream multiple times that drinking while on the job, especially a police job, yeah, it's going to lead into worse than just firing. No. 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 Knowing how Marshall speaks, the salon could be anything. It could just be the Riesling's cafeteria for all we know. But an actual saloon? You never ever ever would want to touch something like spaghetti. Like, tacos is like the most advanced thing you would want to dare to try in New Showcase. And even then you need to be prepared for the consequences. They will never be the same. Well, spaghetti is in noodles. Noodles is in spaghetti. But spaghetti is a pasta, and noodles is a pasta. But not all pasta is noodles. But all noodles are pasta. Hehe. Well, let's see if my memory was correct on a single thing, which I didn't clarify today. So, let's present something, but let me check it first. Yeah. We don't know who's 7777. So that's... It wasn't the thing I remembered it to be then. Or was I just supposed to risk it? Did I actually have to present the one evidence we know is the key to things? I remember there was something else before that. So let's back up. It wasn't... Yeah, this. I think we actually had to present the one thing. The fingerprints. Yep, we had to. Yeah, you already know what's going to happen later on because I kinda spoiled it. That's what I get for remembering this to be way, way shorter than it actually was. It's not that I'm not enjoying, I love the game. But I also like to complain about things which could make it better if altered. I'm kind of surprised that they did HD versions and nothing else. Like, they could have made a refined edition. Again, Zeov, you could have just used those points to make me actually drink. No, I'm not going to. So thanks for wasting your points once more. Also, where is this smell of food coming from? It should not normally get over here. And it's not barbecue season yet. So who's having a barbecue? Oh, to be honest, I might know where it's coming from. Because there is an area outside, on the other side of the road, where they could have a barbecue. There is place for the equipment. They might be having a barbecue there right now. Huh. It's so rare that I smell food here. And now I'm hungry. Only if I could afford some barbecue. You cannot just stack barbecue upon barbecue. It will not stand. There will just be multiple different types of barbecue smells out there. I'm not complaining about it, other than it's making me hungry, and I don't really have anything to eat. The fact that I'm going home tomorrow, so I couldn't really get anything. And yeah, I'm broke as well at the moment, so two-factor failure on that case. But it's just so rare to get like smells at all. Yeah. I would have expected that the graveyard being so near, there being so many trees and so many flowers and everything, that those would create a smell that would travel here. No. There's a couple of roads between. They mask those smells completely. I can go into that graveyard and it doesn't always smell even in there. Which is odd. And was those the times? Like, I know about fasting, but I didn't remember that those would be the times. It's supposed to be like when the sun's out. So the timing is technically related to where you live. Over here, I have memories that it starts later and ends earlier because of that. it wouldn't be the first time the place is on fire. And I doubt it will be the last. I did joke around a couple of streams ago that because I hear, like I smelled something odd and I heard a fire truck that is the place on fire again. And it wouldn't faze me at the moment if it would happen again. And knowing the things I can hear from the neighbors. You just gave everyone the idea, which we all know already. Well, we know that that's actually the case. So I wasn't supposed to present it, was I just supposed to press it and then say? I guess I was supposed to press it, so let's press it. And once more, we are panning the video. Like, if you just look at the camera, yeah, in essence you would. But it being so low, the camera being so low, how do you go behind it? I still don't get it. Like, this should be... Like, the camera should be located at... Like, at a locker. Instead of a locker, the camera would be there. So, how do you avoid that? The only way I can see that you would go below the camera, like when it's panning on the left, you would go down where it cannot see you and pass it that way. But that sounds bold and foolish. This time will actually be penalized, so let's hope that I hit the right spot on it. Because I can't make that many mistakes in the end. I already made one because I presented instead of pressing. I should have guessed that I had to do it this way, but I can't remember everything. But yeah, I did already try out this earlier because, well, it's obvious. And I remembered it. But, here we go. I get it right. Well, he did admit earlier that he don't understand anything about the worker system. But everyone else should already know it very well, so... Yeah... Imagine if someone fails at this part. Something that everyone else, like the judge and the prosecution, should already know. Because we have gone through multiple times how the walkers work. But now we have to prove how the walkers work, just for the sake of him not knowing it. And that could cause us the trial. I love the game, but it makes no sense in so many places if you fail. Sometimes even if you don't fail. Where did he get the jerky from? Also, can I have any? I haven't had the jerky in years. It's usually so good, but it's extremely costly. And the troubles of making it yourself, it will cost even more, if we are honest. It will be even more costly to make it on your own, and it will take months. So yeah, it's a shame that the jerky fell out of favor as well, because at one point, like when I was small, no jerky anywhere. It wasn't a thing here really. Then suddenly it started appearing, and there were multiple multiple companies over here making it and multiple companies importing. It fell out of favor, and it's really rare to see. You might see one maker in stores in a very isolated area in a random place somewhere. And it's costly. So costly. Now, this I don't remember. But... No, wait. Of course we know... No. Stupid me. I forgot what we are actually going for here. We already... Like, we know what... It's obvious. I just forgot that it's asked in a very odd way. Like, why can't... Like, it feels pointless to do it this way. Yeah, like, why can't you just directly accuse that it's... Goodman. Marshall being Goodman, I mean. Yeah, like, this is so obvious. Like, everyone should have gotten it, like, ages ago. But it's funny how... sometimes the most obvious things create the best end results in Ace Attorney. Meanwhile, from what I know of Danganronpa, it just creates a extreme amount of frustration. Because there the things usually go into the scale of, oh, but I only had this knife, how could I have stabbed him to death? The knife. Okay, I had the knife, but how could I stab him to death? The knife is sharp. No! The locker! That's decisive evidence! Jesus, everyone! It's clear as day! We have looked at the tape so many times. I had no memory that we actually need to go to it again. But, oh well, I kind of forgot the thing that we were supposed to go for. But let me make an estimation of the things I can remember. And there is a thing which actually makes it sense why. Boom. There's blood all of a sudden. But the question is, why couldn't he just walk out of the room with the coat on and dispose of it outside the room? Because there went a security camera on that side. At least it has never been presented to be there. And even if it would be, he could just wipe out the footage on that and no one would bat an eye. No one would question it being a thing, ever. Even if they did, it'd just be said, oh, it was just an automatic because it didn't record anything, like the rules say. Well, it depends. There are less scrupulous blood foundations, I just say. So that could be considered a very small donation to some. I did mention about the sonic weapon, right? Now we have an actual knife, which could easily be thrown at anyone and just, well, with bad fortune on their part, kill them. This is a court of law. No matter that the witness at the stand would be a policeman, they should be removed from arms while they are taking the stand. Yeah, salary cuts usually result in more accidents, more unhappy workers, way more troubles. Just the promise and the goal of getting a raise, that's something. Salary cut is never an option. Also, hello. And are you talking about Phoenix's face? Yeah, I love it. I always love the questioning, troubled faces. Never? Any of it? Ooh. Well, this isn't the best place then, because I'm getting to the end of this case. It won't spoil anything major, so at least I don't remember it spoiling anything else from the other cases, so it's no biggie in that manner. Only this specific case will be spoiled. But yeah, you chose a time to join, I just say. Yeah, the other ones are in the vault, so you can see the entire game until now. Just when you get this far from the vaults, note that there's a lot of technical difficulties during the stream, so look forward to that. Well, we didn't really look at the evidence, so we could look them at now, since we can just check them. In this case, like the way they were presented to you, you didn't get that added thing like you usually do, and the rare thing in the game that you are not forced to go through them. But they were sentenced to death, and yeah, look at the victims. Of course, Edgy Boy was the prosecutor. We knew about the witnesses. Damon Kent and Alana Sky. Yeah. But I don't remember what was the solution to this part itself. And I'm starting to remember like there should be enough for the next stream. So after I'm like done with this part, that's when I'm ending the like this stream, because like I'm clearly not having enough time and energy to finish the case today, so it just has to happen next time. But they just say that you cannot forget. I think that was the place where I had to. Yeah, I think this is where we present the evidence, and then we have to. No, wrong button. Present. Yep, I got it right. That's a thing I asked earlier. They never take things away from people. Like if you actually look at the series in a broader concept, like later on, the future games and the other cases, they let people have anything they ever have. And it leads to issues sometimes. The same lousy award. Don't say that about your bro. Now that I actually look at the picture, I can see way too many similarities with a certain other person, which I cannot talk about, because that will spoil future games a lot. But I can see them. They should have no connection. They really shouldn't. It would make no sense if they had any connection. But I guess it's just the killer motif that just makes them look the same then. I don't know. Yeah, like there's way too many coincidences in things. So yeah, but like don't just brush it off like that.
Objection! Objection!
Well, no, that's not the word. The word you usually want to say in this occasion is
Objection!
and it should be quite obvious. Edgy Boy might say that well, the testimony was completely intangible, but there's so many things that can be wrong with it, and no way of either one proving it right or wrong. And yeah, I love the sound files and like the sound effects of the game as well. Sadly, I don't have any others in my soundboard at the moment. I lost quite a lot of things with the Windows reset, so I will try to fix it at some point. If I could actually afford another Stream Deck, even the tinier one, it would help me so much to add more things to the soundboard. Because I would gain fast access to multiple buttons. But alas. What do you mean link to the sound file? You know, like what manner? Like, it can easily be found online, and I still should have the sound files somewhere. I just I haven't been able to put it up yet because it's a multi-step process to add it to the soundboard. And I can add things to it easily, but then it's another multi-step procedure to make them so I can easily launch them while I'm streaming. So I need to get them working on the Stream Deck, and there is only a limited because I only have 3 times 5, so 15 buttons at a time. And always one of the buttons need to go back on a previous screen. So 14 buttons to go with. It's not much in the end. Well, you should still know not to interrupt a court in session, especially if you don't actually have anything to say. Because saying that you didn't get results on something means you have nothing to say. And the seagulls, they are making noises again. I wonder, can you even hear them? They are loud, but there have been other loud things which the mic doesn't pick up either. So I wouldn't be surprised. Well, there is multiple things that could be wrong with it, but the thing which I'm kind of surprised that haven't been brought up in any manner yet is the one I think it's the case here. So of course I object. So you always object when it's a possibility. Well, the blue badger. It's in front of the camera. Thank you. Ah. But it's funny how, like, of course it means that it had to have added there before. But wouldn't Vikings mind that there is blood on a door like that?
Objection! Objection!
Not to mention the other board marks we know, which could not be from the hand bleeding, which has never been mentioned, but was mentioned during the investigation.
Objection!
Well, there is the thing which we haven't still cleared all the way up, and that's the record. You notice that we now can see that Miles went in 10 minutes before Meekins. Put the Blue Badger in there. There is a fun thing that could be spun off this. Sadly, it isn't. Or is it? Well, I did say that it would be fun. Yeah, they reason it quite quickly, so it doesn't go to that. But it goes to the one that everyone would suspect. And that's an alarming thing when you think about it. That makes they have a certain diplomatic immunity to being studied. It kind of reminds me of a certain, let's just say, Forrest, who made more drug deals in the country than any other organization at that moment combined, even though they were a high-ranking officer.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
It's funny how they allow this to happen. Because, in essence, it's completely unrelated. And yeah, like, this will just make her a target even more, so this should not be allowed. And funny how this is the largest chaos the courtroom has ever had. Even though you would think the last one had a way bigger impact. At least it should have. But yeah, I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna end it here. Because I need to leave enough that there would be a stream for the next time. And believe me, it goes even further. So, whoop, no more spoilers. We jump to the Toki Toki screen. And yeah, thank everyone so much for joining today. Let me see, do I see anyone from the list? Who do we would go and raid? It doesn't present anyone at the moment. Which is odd because I bet there is someone, it's just not reloading. Which is a common thing, to be honest, with Twitch. Oh, I see someone we could raid. And we might as well do that. It would be a completely different game. But it would be someone I haven't been able to raid in such a long time. It would be nice to do it now. But before we do that, again, thanks so much for everyone joining. Hopefully you join me next time, which will be next Monday, the usual time slot. I cannot still promise what will the game be, because it might be continuation of Battle March, or it might be start of a new game. Details have to be checked to make sure, because it's not only me participating if it's going to be a new game. Then on Tuesday I will continue the Might and Magic 8 modded playthrough, and next Thursday we will finish the case. We will finish the first game in the trilogy. And after that, well, we'll go forward with the other games in the trilogy. I most likely will keep a pause between the games, because I noticed that there is... Oh, no, don't tell me that the release actually goes one day forward. Yeah, but expect that there will be pause regardless, because there will be other games I want to stream right after that. So it will happen, but not immediately. But yeah, again, for the final time, thank you so much for joining me. We are rating Crackathon. He's a good friend. He hasn't been back to streaming for that so long time. So let's welcome him back to streaming. And okay, now for the final time. Thank you so much everyone for joining. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.